What's happening? How are you, everyone? I'm coming at you today live from my son's bedroom. I don't have a map, but there you go. Let's just give it up for our dish where the cricket is going down. I'm trying to do it in reverse. There you go. The cricket is along there. Am I in the right spot? That's where the cricket's going down, and I'm all the way over there right now. So far away, but yet, you know what unites us across all these lands and seas? Is our love for the game, our love for this fantastic league. This is what we are. We are Fan Doosra. We are the number one place for real fans talking about the teams they love, talking about the most exciting cricket league in the world, and cricket teams as well. They're going to like, yeah, and teams. I said it. It slipped out. I meant to say teams. Of course, we know the exciting teams are DC, are Lucknow, are, of course, our later game, which is going to go down with Sunrisers Hyderabad and Chennai Super Kings as well. Lots to talk about. Ankit, you did that. Ankit did that. I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say about my side. It's been a funny old season for champions this year. I don't know. We'll come back to that in a minute. But as always, we are brought to you by Fan Doosra is brought to you by Rario.com. It's a place where you can get your hands on NFTs. It's a crypto thing. Non-fungible transfers, trades. And you can get them through like little cricketing moments. Very easy. Let me show you what an NFT is. People go, what is an NFT? You can own a shop in the same way you might own, I don't know, some people like, oh, why's my lighting gone all funny? It's because I'm sorry. There you go. I'll sit further back, maybe. That might help get the light on me. NFTs, people might going to go, well, what is it? In the same way you might own, like some people own a patch of grass from the old Wembley Stadium or from an old stadium that's now no longer around, or they'll own one of the plastic chairs or a signed shirt or the match ball. In the same way, you can now own a digital moment in cricketing history. Here is an example of an NFT. These are the kind of things you can own for free today. I'll tell you how in just a moment. Check this out.
Some magnificent tattoos. Gives the ball an almighty thump. Not this time. Not again, Zahir Khan. Oh boy, he's a magician. You never lose it. Class is permanent.
Oh, that cream keeps rising to the top. Oh, the Zach attack at 41 years young.
Interestingly, he said, you never lose it. Class is permanent in that NFT. We'll find out if class is permanent when we speak to the Chennai Super Kings in a moment. They're a classy side. Is their class permanent? I don't know. Feels quite temporary right now. Look at, I'm only kidding, Uncle. Don't worry. You'll have your moment. On to today's games. And listen, go jump on Rario.com. You can get yourself an NFT. You can find out all the information you want there. And it's completely free if you sign up today. And it takes 60 seconds. Okay. DC versus LSG. We haven't got a Lucknow fan, Yatharth. What does that mean?
Tommy, the saying is simple that, whenever there is a saying in Hindi that घायल शेर ही सबसे ज़्यादा खतरनाक होता है, तो शेर की दहाड़ सुन के ही लखनऊ के fans are scared and they did not want it to come here. So that's a simple way to end it. And DC is a champion side from the last 3 years. We have just seen what they have rise onto the equation. And I feel that this is going to be the night for them, to surprise all what we have. And, we actually don't rise onto the points table quite suspectively till now. But today is just going to be a game-changing day for us.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly that. I was going to say the exact same words, game changer. This is it. You are in game changer territory. You're in 6th place right now, Delhi Capitals. Lucknow are in 3rd. For a new team, new to the franchise, they're doing very well, right? We know what their strengths are, but looking at you guys, Yatharth, the thing I'm reading about all the time is, oh, it's a camp that's in a bit of disarray. Oh, they need to get some order. They need to get some control. It feels like after that whole pan incident, which we're not going to dwell on today because we've done it to death. But after all of that, have they got a grip on things? Is that just people stirring the kadashi? Is there actually anything to that, or is the camp absolutely fine? What do you know, Yatharth?
I mean, now probably we have been halfway through. We have played 8 games. Now we are settling down in an order where each player has got their, certified roles which they have to be supposed. Like the openers are always, after the ballers going. We have got the highest power play score till now in this IPL, 83 in the 6 over. That's terrific. So everyone is just settling in. It's just middle order to grab some order now. Mitchell Marsh, what he did in the previous match shows some beliefs and that he can bring around a stability and an Indian batter roles. Probably Rishabh Pant needs to take up that opportunity to step up onto the equation and rise, just like the Gujarat Titans captain Hardik Pandya is doing. They say lead from the front. I think Rishabh Pant should take on the charge. But when you talk about the most complete team in this IPL, Delhi Capitals is one of those most complete teams because Gujarat Titans are just playing on terrific level. After that, only complete team which I see is on paper is DC because each team lacks somewhere or the other. Either it's the finishing role, either there is a middle order batsman, either that's depth bowling. But these DC on paper have been on complete pack. So it's just about what role has been given to the player and completing that. Like someday we see Shardul Thakur is doing the job at the deaths, or maybe Raman Powell to finish some game. So it should be more and more clear. The middle order stage is very tricky. Last day we were chasing 147 and that chase went so many tricky. You don't want that some chases to go down to the 20th over. That was not supposed to be a game like that. But so, probably finishing some games, earlier than, that game could have gone either way after the last 15th over. So just taking on more number of responsibility by the quality players because there have been a side which can be replicating to doing something which can be terrible. We have seen Punjab Kings, how they have been going to make down in spite of having a quality side. So just ticking boxes consistently is what DC needs to do then, because this is crunch time. You now can't afford to lose any game. You need to grab some momentum. If we win 2 to 3 games in consecutive, the camp would be in such a high confidence that no matter whichsoever teams you are placing on, we would be really very high on confidence.
No, you're right. And you should be high on confidence coming off the win of the last game. But you're right. It's that kind of right. Which way is it going to go? We've seen a couple of different sides to DC. We saw that incident, and that despite whether you're, what's behind it or whatever, that's going to have wobble effects. It's going to play on people's minds. We're only human. It was a big moment in the game. It made people question the whole game. It made people question the whole league, how it's done, how we challenge the rules, the regulations. So it's not like, oh, it was a bad decision in play game. It's brought up a whole load of questions about the game. So a key moment there. But okay, coming back to DC, because we've got no Lucknow. Lucknow are we know they're a quality side. They're good with the ball. They've got great. So they've got KL Rahul. They've got Rabada. They got Rabada. KL Rahul went out to Rabada, and he can be a danger man. So who's there in your bowling lineup, Yatad, to deal with a KL?
For a team like Lucknow Super Giants, they are not completely filled as of now. If you look at their openers, KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock, that's dicey. Someday someone is going to play. Quinton de Kock is due for a big show. And KL Rahul, who has been performing consistently, the question about him is a strike rate. Gautam Gambhir himself mentioned that when they bought him at the auction table, they did not buy a captain batsman. They bought a batsman rather than a KL Rahul. So if you get their openers out of the equation, there is no middle order stability. Someday Deepak Hoda comes up the order, someday Krunal Pandya. So if Krunal Pandya, Deepak Hoda are your go-to man, then their team is in a lot of trouble. So, bowlers like probably Khalil Ahmed is good to go today. Chetan Sakaria just proved his word. I don't know why he was sitting on the bench for so long. So I feel that Mustafizur versus KL Rahul is a matchup which I am looking for, because a left-arm bowler, I still remember that scenes at the World Cup where Shaheen Shah Afridi just bowled that dismissal ball to KL Rahul and there were stumps all over the place. So Mustafizur versus KL Rahul, and for someone like a Quinton de Kock, Shardul Thakur should be a go-to man. We have seen in the recent time the strategy against Quinton de Kock is slow, medium, fast bowler. Marcus Stoinis used to do that role for us, but this time Marcus Stoinis is going to play in the other side of us. So that's not easy to digest sometimes, but yes, I feel that if we get their openers out early, probably in the power play or the first 7 overs, you have got the game right there. And not even that, we are seeing that DC have taken the control on their hand in the first 10 overs and then they have just thrown it away. Someday it was BK and the other day back it was Ishan Kishan in the very first game. So we just need to set up our tails right up. We need to be very much flourishing, because at that time no mistake is acceptable.
No, you're right. And actually you touch upon players coming good. Sakaria, tell me what's going there, Yatad. How come How come he suddenly, we're suddenly seeing something in him that could prove quite key, like you say, at this crucial knife tipping point part of the tournament.
It's when talent meets opportunity. That's the right phrase to add up onto it. Chetan Sakaria last season was a revolution, and this season, after 7 games, he was given an opportunity. So there was always a hunger, to show in a pride that what he is capable of. And we did the right very thing of not letting him go from the very first game. You keep him safe. You saves the best for the last. That was the perfect thing for Chetan Sakaria. And now, yesterday when I saw him on the field, the very first over to Aaron Finch, some whatever he had, and not even that, the rhythm which he's looking in his bowling, not even that, the fielding which he did, that always shows, how much he's ready to give him 200% on the field. So players like Chetan Sakaria are meant for a perfect team player. They give their everything to the team. And also Chetan Sakaria, what he especially does is he always fights back. Like a character which I love about Yuzi Chahal, same a little bit of spark I see in Chetan Sakaria. He's always ready for the fight back. If you hit 3 consecutive sixes, he's going to come back after you, and probably the sixth ball he's going to get you out. So Chetan Sakaria is just a revolution for me. I just hope he continues and glimmers us to shine all the way.
What do you enjoy more, watching David Warner play or watching David Warner's social media videos?
I enjoy them both. I mean, when we win and he says, "How's the Josh?" That is just the sum of all. I'm cheering for David Warner because his kids want him to see a century. They were jealous that Josh is scoring a century and not David. So this is going to be a night for David Warner and his kids to shine up. And when they do, they're going to do that Bata Bappa against the Lucknow.
Yeah, what was I watching? I was watching that video, and once you watch it, that song's gonna get stuck in your head. It's the "My name is Cheeky, 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 Cheeky." It's a silly song by a Debillion, and once it goes into your head, and he's doing it. But I think when a player is posting things like that, it says a lot about his state of mind. I almost want to see videos like that from like Virat Kohli. I want to see him having fun. I want to see him enjoying life, and then I think the game follows. Don't you think it says a lot about a man's mindset, Yatharth?
Well, definitely, for players to be in a happy mindset needs to be always the right thing, because we are in, players are in the bubble life, and bubble life is not so very easy. You don't get to enjoy, especially yesterday I got to interact with Roman Powell, and he said that, it's not very easy. You don't get to discover the city. India is a very beautiful city. So it's not that easy, but, for players to be in a healthy mindset, the support staff have done a terrific job, to keep them in a happy space, especially Ricky Ponting and players like David Warner, when they give you an insight of what's happening in the camp. That Jhukega Nahi was one of my favorite, and that gives you so very excited that the camp is in a very healthy mindset, specifically after that COVID incident which happened and outbreak. And I was in a bit of trouble that now from this position, where is this team going to rise? And they showed us that they have the positive vibes. The team is in a positive mindset, and everything is going so very well. So yes, it's just so lovely to watch them and enjoy, especially in spite we lose, it's better to enjoy. And because cricket is a game which has no boundaries and which brings all us together, so it's very important to enjoy at the same time. And when you get the result, the party is just doubled.
I was going to say, no, cricket is a game that does have boundaries, because you score a 4, you score a 6. But I thought absolutely has boundaries. If it wasn't for the boundaries, we wouldn't get the big shot. No, I'm kidding. I know exactly what you mean. You're right. It's a lovely one. Just on a neutral level, Ankit, let me ask you, who do you reckon out of these two, DC and Lucknow? Lucknow aren't here. He's given it all the talk, but, Lucknow are probably the favourites on paper.
Yeah, but if you man to man, if you marking, you can say that Lucknow has a good squad. But I feel that problem of plenty can be issue, because they go with 9 bowlers. They have got 9 bowling options. So, and the another parties, they have that batting depth, but you can't. They are not able to utilize it in a proper way. In the other way, you can say DC has that balance, so that can be one reason. But I think the way they defended last match, I think that can boost their confidence as an bowling unit, because bowlers are the ones who win you tournament. So it can be a really exciting game, because both the teams have 2 quality spinners, Kuldeep at one end, at another end we can see Ravi Biswas. So it's definitely going to be a big match, but a lot of things rely on how the openers play. So according to that, I think DC holds the key tonight.
DC holds the key. Dharma,
Yeah.
DC or LSG?
I'll go with DC because of David Warner. You know, he's always been our pride, and also the DC has a good that batting. So yes, DC.
DC. Okay, right. Look, your dad is happy. Like, yeah. Your dad. Who's your Rario player of the day? Who you backing for performing today for Rario?
It's one of my very favorite players. It's Prithvi Shaw. I mean, he is due for some runs now. You know, he has started his tournament so very terrifically. I know one day very outshined the greatest informed David Warner. So I just hope on, to back him. Such amazing performance. And Prithvi Shaw is just on a roll, and he single-handedly win. And his record against the Lucknow, against a new team is very amazing. You know, I remember when he played a debut game against the Kolkata Knight Riders, and still he has been flourishing. So goes in the previous game when we met Lucknow Super Giants, and he was absolutely brilliant. So Prithvi Shaw is going to set the stage on the fire tonight.
Okay, lovely stuff. Prithvi Shaw, the Rario player. Of course, you can get NFTs from Prithvi Shaw. You can get moments of his game by going to Rario.com. If you don't know about NFTs, you want to find out more about how you could potentially make a lot of money and also enjoy the thing that you love, go to Rario.com. These guys right here, they're our official partner for NFTs as well and for the Bharat Army. Okay, on to the later game today. Here we go. It's Chennai Super Kings versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. Ankit, well, for Chennai, what is it? Is this do or die time? This is it, right? It's like, right, what are you doing? It's like, it's like a kid that's not been revising. And I'm like, it's your exam. It's your exam now. You have to perform.
Yes, for sure. I mean, 6 matches to go, and we have got only 4 points in our bucket. So it's very important to win on from here to because remaining hopes all whatever we have. I think if we lose here, there's no margin there. There will be no hopes in the upcoming times because then 7 wins. I don't think so will do the job for us. So it's important to win on from here on because 6 matches and the pressure situation is on because a lot of things happened we all know. So going to that circumstances, we will be having a new direction. Again, the old one, which basically we can say with MS back as an captain, but really challenging times for us as a unit because 6 losses really doesn't define us what we have done, but that has been the story for us. So hopefully we can change the fortunes with a change in captain and get back to winning ways.
Now, in the kind of batting department, let's just break your game down a little bit. Batting department, you got, Gaikwad struggling to get going, but you've got someone like Dubey and Robin Uttapa. You need them to get just back to their best. If you like you say, all the kind of ammunition is there, but it's like, we just need to click it all together and make it work and point in the right direction. So, but what's that feel like as a fan? Does that not feel frustrating to know it's there? We got the ingredients. Why isn't nobody putting the chili in the dish? Why is no one putting the salt in the dish? We have the ingredients to make this tasty, and it's not tasty.
Yeah, I think it's all about collective efforts as a batting unit. I think bowling has been inexperience, I will say, because Mahesh, he's got a lot of talent, even Mukesh Chaudhary. But if you look at the batting department, I think it has been collective efforts because there have been individual brilliances from Ruturaj one innings came. Robin had a good start of the tournament, and then he's a bit inconsistent in the recent times. Even Dubey started the tournament well. Raidu, the good thing is Raidu is one player who's got his form, so that's a good thing for us. But I think as a batting unit, it's all about clicking as a collective effort. So that can be one of the reasons because we need to make sure if we are batting first, we need that 200 runs. Not because that's a big score, but I think looking at our bowling unit, I think we need that extra cushions for the bowlers towards the end because defending has been one of the issues even if you look at the death bowling. So we need that 200, 220, and when we go to chase, I think 170, 180 have to be chased because looking at our current 11, I think batting unit stands the first. That can be one of our strengths, but I think that hasn't clicked, and I think this is one of the time where I think as a batting unit we really need to step up, and I personally think for that I think we need to take a big decision, and that is MSD should bat ahead of Jaddu. That is number 6 position.
Oh, okay, that's what you do. I tell you what, I love watching Dwayne Bravo bowl. That's that's always good fun. I think he's got something like 14 wickets, 8 matches. That's pretty impressive that to have that in your squad.
Yes, that's great. But the other part is he gives a lot of extra set wides. So that worries a lot because even in the last match we lost, I think by 10, 12 runs we lost the match. And in the same match, I think Bravo considered that two extra no balls by bowling outside the pitch. So that is one thing I think he needs to work on, because he's got a lot of experience in, but that factor, and even Dwayne Pretorius, because we hope a lot, because I think that was an off game for Pretorius, but I think he too will have to click, because these 2-3 bowlers are the one who gives you the death options. Apart from that, I think Jaddu, he's not a gun T20 bowler, irrespective of how much we love him. He's not a gun T20 bowler. He will give you that quick overs with a good run rate. He will not give a lot of runs, so that's a good thing. But again, in the bowling has been a big issue, especially after Deepak Char, Josh, Shardul Thakur. After missing out them in the auction, I think really this is a big worry. But I think Mahesh Theekshana eyes will be on him, and now MS uses him and operates the bowling unit. That too will be interesting thing to watch out for.
Okay. When you go out, right? Bear with me here, boys. And you desperately want to meet a girl. You want to meet a girl. You want to fall in love, but you are so desperate to meet a girl. You're going to go, tonight's the night. I'm going to go to the club. It's been ages. I've not had a girlfriend in ages. I've not ever had a girlfriend. It's been so long. I miss it. I miss that feeling. But then when you're in that mode, you're trying too hard. And I worry that Chennai Super Kings are in that mode, like, we need to find a girlfriend tonight. If we don't find one tonight, we are going to be single forever. Whereas for yourselves, Sunrisers Hyderabad, you had a couple of relationships recently. Things are going nice. You're in a more of a relaxed state, but you'd also know that by getting a date tonight, girl or boy, whatever you're into, by getting a date tonight, it almost carries on that confident momentum. It almost secures you long-term for the future. This is a different one for you, because you need to win for different reasons to just get yourself into that playoff security. You've got some wins under the belt. You've got that confidence under your belt. But who's almost coming into this match wanting it more? The do or die guys, or the guys that can really cement themselves in the tournament?
Tommy sir, it's really do or die situation for us too. We have to win this.
You think it is a do or die situation for you?
Yes, sir. If we win this, we're gonna go up. There's a lot of competition in the points table. I feel we have to win this and get the more confidence of the playoffs. Because we just missed with the inches the last match with the Gujarat Titans. I hope we'll win this and we'll get more confidence for the playoffs.
Yeah. So yeah, look, you're right. A lot to gain from this win. But with Bhuvi, with Umran Malik, with Marco Jansen, you got one of the most amazing pace attack bowling, I think, probably in the IPL. Listen to those names, Natarajan, and they've all been performing. Jansen's been performing. And Sundar as a spinner. Is your bowling your strongest part of your game?
Always, Tommy. From the beginning of the debut of the IPL, the Sunrisers has always believed to have a stronger bowling unit. And this year, we have a lot more of the guys they're proving. Natranjan, Umran Malik. Malik has joined as a net bowler, last season, but now he's just roaring to all the teams. He's becoming a star. And I hope lot more things to come.
Yeah, exactly. But in terms of your batting, then who's got it? Because who is going to be the star of the batting? Who's going to get those runs on the board?
Today it's gonna be Abhishek Sharma. He's a man in the form. So I hope Abhishek Sharma will be blasting the innings in the openings.
Okay, Rahul, what's he like? Tripathi, what do you think is in his game? What does he bring to the table?
So
Tripathi, what does he bring to the table?
Tripathi, is a greatest, uncapped player of the, Indian batsman. He got more runs in his, pocket. I feel, he'll prove in this match, and also he's proving in the last matches too.
Are you worried about CSK? You worried about them?
Yes, sir. The Tala, MS Dhoni is back as a captain. We can see some changes in the team performance. So yes, we have to be a little careful with that.
But deep down, do you think you're going to get the girl tonight, or is CSK going to get the girl tonight? Who's going to be the hero?
Obviously, Sunrisers will be, winning this.
You thought both of them backed you earlier on. Both of them said DC to win their game. Who do you back out of these two? Oh, you're on mute.
I think I have to disappoint my friend Rakshit here because if Chennai Super Kings win today, it will give a solid chance for the DC because it's a battle now. The lower team, if they defeat the upper half of the team, it's going to be better for the team who are lying in the middle. So I hope Chennai to win today. It's just a one-sided hope, but it's going to be an exciting battle to watch out for. Thala Dhoni is back as a captain, and Sunrise Hyderabad have won 5 games on a trot, so they would be onto some confidence. So it's going to be a terrific game.
Okay, gonna be a terrific game. Well, okay, what you need to do is to jump online onto Rario.com and sign up for free NFTs, because when we come back in just a moment, we're going to be doing fighting talk with these guys. So your chance to join Rario is so simple, and your chance to get free NFTs. We're giving them away to get you rolling, get you into this NFT thing. You'll own it forever. It's yours. All you got to do is sign up at Rario.com. I did it earlier. This is how easy it is. Check it out.
It's so easy. You type in your email address first of all. This is it. This is step one. Email address. You can all do that. And then once you've filled that one in, you go down to the line below and you type in your username. I'm going with Big Tom. And then you put in your password. Make this unique to yourself, something that you're going to remember. And you have officially got yourself into the site. Then, of course, you've got to make sure you're not a robot by typing in the code. You hit submit. You wait for the email to come into your inbox and you confirm it. That's it.
That's it. That's all it is. Fighting talk time, guys. I'm going to let you do this, Yatad. I'm going to just let you give your... I know you've got something to say about the team that you're playing, about Lucknow, because I think this is interesting. Lucknow are playing well. Maybe, you've said, maybe they got scared of the shared straight away and the DC shared is in the building and they didn't even want to turn up. Or maybe they feel like there's no need to. Maybe they're like, listen, we're in third. We're the ones at the top of the table right now. Out of all the teams playing, we don't need to do no talking. We'll see you on the pitch. So you give it, that's my pretend Lucknow sort of fighting talk. Now it's over to you. 30 seconds, Yatad. Tell me why DC are going to win this. Go for it.
Tommy, it's going to be a terrific game to watch out for. DC Star are going to set the stage absolutely on fire. Prithvi Shaw, David Warner, Rishabh Pant, Robin Powell are going to be too hot for a Lucknow fan to handle. Oh, sorry. There isn't any Lucknow fan either. So I forgot it. It's my bad. I take my words back, because a team like Lucknow Super Giants need no fans because they always get disappointed. But they have a captain like KL Rahul, who recently left Punjab Kings. He was so very frustrated of his team. So this time I believe it's going to be roar macha all the very way. There is a saying when you go in Lucknow, pehle aap. But this time when DC Toli is going to go and the DC players are going to catch up in the match, DC players are going to smile out because Hyderabadi biryani tastes so very better with chole bhature and Punjabi lassi.
Great work. Well done, as always. He's on fire. He's great. He knows what fighting talk's about. All right, let's see if Lucknow have got what it takes. I like that. Belly up. We'll see who goes first. Who goes first in the table? Who goes first in the winning? That will be the first match of the day. But later on, it's between these two. It's between CSK and SRH. Actually, let's just have a quick look at their head-to-head. Let's see what they've done over the years. CSK. Oh, look at that. Well, I think that's fairly obvious to say. Over the course of time, it's been Chennai's day majority of the times, and 3-2 in the last 5 meetings. But what will happen today? On that note, I'll let you go first. Do your thing for your 30 seconds to tell us why you think it's going to be the Sunrisers Hyderabad today. Over to you.
It's a game, we must win, and for the confidence of the team and for everything. And I feel they may be Chennai Super Kings, but we are Sunrisers, ready for every challenge. And we have done this for the last seasons also, like winning these crucial games and qualifying for the playoffs. And also we're gonna book ticket of with the Mumbai Indians soon for the for the Assam.
Are you gonna book the ticket? He's already booking tickets. Look at Uncle shaking his head. We don't like association. No one wants to be associated with Mumbai Indians' gameplay at the moment. But at the moment, what we're seeing in our superstars, in our Mumbai Indians and our CSK, is a performance that's below par. But is that all about to change? Mumbai Indians couldn't turn their fate around. Everyone is kind of secretly hoping for Dhoni and for other people that Chennai Super Kings do. Ankit, you have 30 seconds to tell us why it's going to be your day. Give it to us right about now.
See, the bad thing is time flies, but the good thing is you are the pilot. So we hold the keys tonight, and the sun won't rise in the night because it always shines in the day. So that's something SRH should look for. The toss may flip in their side, but the match will be flip in our side.
You might win the toss. You're not winning the game. That's what they're saying at CSK. It's all going to go their way. Forget the sun. They're putting clouds over your sunshine in Hyderabad. That's what they're going to do. They're going to cover you up. Great stuff. Guys, as always, thank you. Lovely talking to you. Congratulations in advance to the winners. Well done for everyone who's been taking part. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everybody watching wherever you are. This is Fan Doosra. We're back every day, all throughout the IPL, covering every game and all the action with real fans talking about the real things that real people are talking about. Thanks again to the guys at Rario. Jump onto Rario.com. Get yourself a free NFT. Free. Just get it. Nothing else to do. You'll see how simple it is. Go to Rario.com right now. And until next time, take care of yourselves. See you later, guys.